We've been getting a lot of questions from students wondering how they can get involved in case competition, whether they be through ICC, CCC, strategies in action. We've made this video today to help distinguish what are the differences between the International Case Competition, the Case Competition Committee, and these strategies in action classes. And hopefully this will help you understand what you get out of it and where you want to get involved in case competition throughout your MBA career.
The John Molson MBA International Case Competition is the largest and oldest case competition on the planet. Every year, it welcomes 36 teams from around the world who come to compete, network, and participate in social activities. As an organizer, you spend an entire year preparing for this prestigious event.
The Case Competition Committee is a student-run organization and a 3-credit class that is advised by faculty member Tim Field and is in charge of all activities case competition related for MBA students. Throughout the year, we organize boot camps and internal case competitions where students can hone their skills, and then we support them throughout competitions that are local, national, and sometimes even international.
Strategies in Action is one of the experiential learning courses offered here at JMSB. It's worth 3 credits, and in it, students learn how to crack and analyze business cases. They're mainly strategy-based, and of course, you also learn how to present and give a recommendation based on these cases. At the end, teams are chosen to compete in specific competitions, including ICC, or the International Case Competition.
Becoming an ICC organizer is quite an informal process. I started my ICC experience by applying for a lead volunteer role in the fall of 2018, my first semester. Subsequent to that, I played an active role at ICC 2019, where the organizing team invited me to stay at the hotel, and I was able to help out in a significant way. That was a perfect opportunity for them to see me in action and see how I might perform as an organizer the following year. That was everything that they needed to determine that I could be and would be a good organizer. So definitely look out for the Moodle callouts that will be happening both in the fall and in the winter.
When I first started the MBA, I was strongly encouraged by case competition committee members to really try case competition because I knew nothing about it. I learned so much, I really wanted to pay it forward. So when the call out for the next executive team went out on Moodle and through emails last February, I quickly put my name in the hat. Subsequently, there's a formal interview process with the president of the CCC as well as the advisor, where the next executive team is selected.
To get involved with the Strategies in Action class, you must first complete a tryout, usually held in March of the preceding winter semester. While there is no preparation required for these tryouts, participating in other case competitions or in other CCC activities is always helpful. I myself started my journey by doing the boot camps in my first fall semester, and then participating in an internal JMSB competition as well as one external one.
Being an ICC organizer is an intense but rewarding experience. There are 5 main organizer roles and 4 executive assistant positions. They are quite varied in nature. However, what they all have in common is that you're going to have to work aggressively as a team, and you're going to have to be accountable to an academic advisor and an advisory board who is going to be there to push you but also support you throughout the whole experience.
Every executive position has a 1-year mandate from April to April. The initial meetings are strategic, where the team as a whole ensures that we have overarching objectives that guide our individual projects and initiatives. Subsequently, we have bi-weekly meetings where we make sure that everybody has the support that they need to achieve their objectives and stays on track.
The Strategies in Action class is held every Thursday of the fall semester. It is a long course. It does require being in class for about 5 hours every week. However, there is no exam or any kind of homework or assignments that you have to do outside of the class hours. It's long, but it's worth it because you know you can give it your all during that time and then go home without having to worry about preparing anything for the next course.
The best thing about organizing ICC is the challenge. A philosophy that I have, and I think that I share with all my fellow organizers, is that the greater the challenge, the greater the reward, and the greater the lesson. And ICC is certainly the greatest challenge that we've all faced as a team and as individuals. In addition to that, the bond that I've created with my team members is one that I'll cherish forever. And it's a bond that crosses the various organizing teams from our predecessors on to the next organizing teams as well. It's all part of this ICC legacy. So if you're looking for a real challenge in the MBA, I certainly encourage you to get involved in ICC.
Being on the committee is like being on the executive team for a small business. You get a one-year snapshot of all the things that go into having a successful business, from the initial strategic meetings to the implementation of projects down to the daily operations. You get to hone your leadership skills, your effective communication, and learn about organizational best practices. But above and beyond that, owing to the strength of the team, you get to take on new challenges. Case in point, I was able to work on an analytics project with my peers this last semester, and as well as supporting another colleague trying her hand at event planning. To me, this really showcases the CCC's values of teamwork, dedication, and continuous learning.
In the Strategies in Action class, you learn how to take a case, break it down, and analyze all the components, and then put together a recommendation that's both realistic and strategically sound. It involves taking all of the concepts and theories learned in our other courses and really putting them into practice when you solve the cases. It also teaches you how to really hone your presentation skills and, of course, think on your feet, both skills which are going to be essential to any career that you have post-MBA. Competing at ICC is really an amazing event. It is a marathon. It requires solving 5 cases at least in 4 days. But you really get the chance to meet people from around the world and form strong bonds with your teammates. Also, it's really nice to see just how far you've come and how much your team has improved from the very beginning.